107.3 FM, WRDN.
The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Durand High School this afternoon, it's girls high school basketball as the Durand Panthers host the Cochrane-Fountain City Pirates in a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Well, for the Lady Panthers, last night, of course, they won over Glenwood City 78-39. Panthers 9-4 overall on the season. For Cochrane-Fountain City, they're coming off a 60-57 loss over Melrose Mindoro. Their record, though, overall is 8-2. For the Pirates, Jordan Helverson is their leading scorer at 15.7 points per game. She's also their leading rebounder as well. So obviously, she's going to be one of the players that the Durand defense is definitely going to be focusing on. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll talk with Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win last night over Glenwood City, and this afternoon's game, rather, over Cochrane-Fountain City. We'll talk with Coach Lowenhagen about that here coming up. But on the way next, we have our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. We'll tell you who won where and who's playing where. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand Panther girls basketball on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN.
Every morning, our eyelids open up. Our muscles lift us out of bed. Our neurons fire up the daily routine, and our feet move us forward as our body performs miracle after miracle to keep us going. And the greater miracle is how we keep each other going. Our collective courage is what keeps us strong. That's why Advent Health Durand cares for the whole you, so you can keep taking care of each other. Learn about what makes you incredible at humansareincredible.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for this afternoon's Durand Cochrane-Fountain City girls basketball game. Let's run down scores from last night's on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market's your hometown grocery store. Well, in the game heard here on WRDN, the Durand Lady Panthers easily defeat Glenwood City 78-39. Other girls scores from around the area: Memorial over River Falls 35-29. Regis defeats Pacelli 52-25. Independence over New Auburn 59-26. Meanwhile, in boys basketball from last night, Elk Mound over Colfax 61-36. Spring Valley defeats Mondovi 64-44. Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran over Oliva Strum 47-39. Cochrane-Fountain City, they defeat Alma Pepin 56-28. St. Croix Central, they defeat Baldwin Woodville 81-58. River Falls over Memorial 66-49. And Hudson defeats Chippewa Falls 81-62. Meanwhile, boys hockey last night, Chippewa Falls over Eau Claire North 6-5, and Amory defeats Somerset 4-1. High school basketball today on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, along with the Durand Cochrane-Fountain City game. Spring Valley is at Plum City Elmwood today, that game being held at Elmwood High School. In the Dairyland Conference, Alma Center Lincoln, they're traveling to Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. And in the Middle Border Conference, St. Croix Central is at Baldwin Woodville. Amory is hosting Somerset. That's what's happening around the area today in high school sports. On the way on our Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the game last night and this afternoon's game against Cochrane-Fountain City. That's on the way on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand Panther girls basketball on WRDN.
When there's an emergency, there's no safer place to be than our ER. If you're injured or having symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, or severe stomach discomfort, seek emergency care immediately. At Advent Health, we're taking extra precautions to continuously sanitize our facilities, isolate COVID patients, and keep you safe. We've never been more ready. To find a location closest to you, visit adventhealther.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. So we get ready for this afternoon's Durand and Cochrane-Fountain City girls basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen. And coach, last night against Glenwood City, again, pretty dominating game, which is against teams that are still kind of rebuilding and not having the best of years. This is the type of game you wanted to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're running 3 games in a row, you want to get your starters in, you want to look sharp, you want to get them out, and then get everybody an opportunity to play. And I was really happy that that's the way that game turned out. So, and really the nice part about it as well was pretty balanced scoring, really across not only the starters but also the reserves. Absolutely. That's one of our goals with our offense. We want to keep that ball moving. We want to get it to our main scorers in the right spots, but then they get the ability to attack and make plays for somebody else. So our scoring should be pretty balanced.
Well, this afternoon, again, pretty quick turnaround, taking on Cochrane-Fountain City. The Pirates, they're in second place in the Durand Large, and they're a pretty strong team.
Absolutely. It's going to be one of the best teams we've played so far this year. They're athletic at a lot of positions. They shoot it really well from a lot of positions. They like up-tempo just the same as we do. So it should be kind of a fast-paced game, I would anticipate tonight.
Challenges that their defense presents for Durand.
They'll do a little bit where they'll trap you. They'll play full half-court trap and try to get you to turn the ball over. That they'll drop into some man. They'll kind of mix it up a little bit there, back and forth with both of those. So they can present some challenges that way. And then offensively, they shoot it so well from every position that you really can't make any mistakes tonight. Otherwise, you're going to have an open three-point shooter.
Is that the biggest concern, that they like to throw up the threes, that, even early on in the game, they get 2 or 3 or 4 of these in a row, all of a sudden you find yourself in a big hole?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the games that I scouted, they had 9 threes between 2 players. So they can shoot it. They shoot it well. We just got to be really disciplined tonight, making sure we're not reaching in on plays that we don't want to be, and that our defense is rotating from the right spot so that way we don't give up those open threes.
And really, with the very quick turnaround, we had the game last night. Now this is even quicker because it's an afternoon game or a late afternoon game. Concerned about a little fatigue or not?
I don't think so. Like I said, this would be when we would practice normally anyways. Maybe not on a Saturday, but we would practice the next day after a game at 3:30. We're going to play this game at 3:30, so I don't really think there's a whole lot of adjusting there, other than it's kind of the time of the year when this is what we want to do. You put on all the work through November and December practice-wise, and now it's go time, and you want to compete, and every day has a new challenge, and it keeps your mentality focused, and that's what we want to be tonight.
Now that you had a chance to scout the Pirates, they've got a lot of strength. Did you find any places where we might be able to take some advantage?
Well, I just want to see how they adjust to us a little bit. That's kind of the reason why we like to play the tempo we play. That's why we like to press the full court. Is teams really have to learn to adjust to us more than we have to adjust to them at more times. As long as we're able to get into our stuff offensively and make shots, then we get to kind of flip the script and make them play our style. And they're a team that's not used to seeing in their conference. They're not going to see a full court press for all game long like they will tonight, or I hope they will tonight.
All right, should be a good game, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
That is Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen on the way. Starting lineups, and we'll have the tip-off with Durand and Cochrane-Fountain City this afternoon here at Durand High School. Coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN.
Right now, health is in every headline. But are we actually taking care of ourselves? At Advent Health, we're making sure you can safely check in with a medical professional. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider or book a virtual visit right from your home. We're taking every safety precaution so you have easy access to care. There's never been a more important time to take care of your whole health. It's time to check in. Download the Advent Health app or visit adventhealthdurand.com.
And welcome back to Durand High School, as we are just moments away from this afternoon's Durand Cochrane-Fountain City girls basketball game. A special welcome to the men and women serving in the military, listening to our broadcast via our streaming audio at realcountry1430.com. We'd like to say thank you for your service, and we hope this afternoon's broadcast will bring you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. thank you to Prime Realty of Durand and Mondovi, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com, and Adam Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, downtown Durand. And Adam Super Service and Prime Realty, they are our streaming audio sponsors at our website at realcountry1430.com. Well, quick turnaround here for the Lady Panthers after the win last night over Glenwood City. And this is going to be a pretty tough game in our JV matchup. It was Durand winning that game 35-21. That again in our JV matchup. Coming up, we will have our starting lineups. Also have our national anthem here in just a moment as well. And then we'll get our game underway here at Durand High School this afternoon. A rare afternoon type of game, a matinee I suppose you could call it, here on this Saturday. And our warm-up is now officially complete. There we go. It's just not the same without having the band here.
And welcome to Durand High School and today's basketball game between the visiting Cochrane-Fountain City Pirates.
And so we will now get up, go down to the floor for our national anthem.
Durand High School, the Dunsink Troy Conference, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education.
And also throughout the day today, during our broadcast, we'll be thanking all of our high school sports sponsors. Please thank them for their support of our broadcast as well here on WRDN.
Respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Fans, for the safety of
all right, so again, pretty light crowd obviously due to the COVID regulations, and again, no tip-off as well. We'll have the inbound pass to start our game in Cochrane-Fountain City. We'll be getting the ball first this afternoon. Time now for our national anthem.
We now ask that you continue to stand if able, and remove your hats and place your hand over your heart as we honor our men and women of service and our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem this afternoon, and we are just moments away from this afternoon's game between Durand and Cochrane-Fountain City. All right, let's give you our starting lineups for the Cochrane-Fountain City Pirates. Second place in the Darylin Large. Coming out will be junior number 4, Maley Gotzinger. Number 13, junior Chancellor Rollinger. Number 14, Emma Barres. And also number 24, senior Jordan Helverson. For the Durand Panthers, 9-4 overall, second place in the Dun St. Croix. Number 10, Madison Sand, the junior. Number 12, junior Madison Kilbotton. Number 22, senior Leah Sadalko. Number 30, junior Jocelyn Carruthers. And number 55, senior McKenna Hurlbert. So our starting lineups this afternoon. Throughout the afternoon, again, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors, including the Cottage, downtown Durand, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. Don't forget about Valentine's Day coming up. The JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, featuring metal fabrication, custom painting, car restoration, and collision repair. The JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand, and Durand Fresh Market. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market. For the Cardinals, or the Pirates rather, they're in their black uniforms with their red numerals, and the Pirates, they are in their white uniforms with the purple numerals. Pirates will be going from left to right here to start. The Panthers from right to left. And the inbound pass, we are underway to Rollinger. Rollinger across the timeline now. Cross-court pass over to Peterson. And now here comes a three-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Sabelko. Sabelko now across the timeline over to Sand. Sand to Sabelko. Sabelko to Kilbotton. Kilbotton back to Sand. Sand to Kilbotton. Kilbotton on the wing to Sabelko. Sabelko back towards center court to Kilbotton on the left wing to Hurlburt now in the corner. Long cross-court pass to Sabelko. Looks like we have a 2-3 zone set up by the Pirates. Over to Kilbotton now. Kilbotton left wing. Three ball. Shot's good. Madison Kilbotton starts off with the three. And quickly back the other way. Cross-court pass to Gotzinger. And intercepted by Carruthers. Carruthers to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Over to Kilbotton. Kilbotton to Sabelko now. Back to Kilbotton. Kilbotton now to Sand. Sand on the left wing. To Kilbotton. Kilbotton to Sabelko. Staying on the outside now. Whistle, and it's going to be off of Sand, so it'll go back to the Pirates. And inbounding it now will be Bowers. Bowers looking, gets it inbounded to Rollinger. Rollinger now whistling a foul. Foul will be on Sand. So we'll inbound just in front of us. And Bowers to inbound it. Looking. And it gets it inbounded to Rollinger. Rollinger now kicks it over to the corner. Now here comes another three-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. 3-0 Panthers lead. Across the timeline is Sabelko. Sabelko comes down to the right wing. Over to Kilbotton. Kilbotton now at top of the key. Back to Sabelko on the right wing. Looking for Hurlburt inside. She's not open. Head fakes the three. Sabelko now loses control of the ball, but regains control. Back to Kilbotton. Kilbotton now bounce pass inside to Hurlburt. She'll turn around jumper in the lane. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. Quickly back across the timeline come the Pirates. Over to Bowers now. Bowers top of the key. Bowers over to Peterson. Peterson now back to Rollinger. Rollinger on the right wing. Thought about the three, decided against it. Now to Gotzinger on the wing. Around the horn they go. Over to Rollinger now back on the left wing. She'll drive into the lane. Kicks it back out now to Peterson. Peterson over to Bowers on the right wing. Long cross-court pass inside. Shot put up and no good. Tip. Rebounded by the Pirates. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt to Sabelko. Sabelko to Kilbotton. Kilbotton back to Sabelko. Now bounce pass inside. Pass intended for Hurlburt. She went right. The pass went left out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Pirates. Inbounded to Rollinger. Panthers lead 3-0. 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Here comes the trap. They get it across the timeline quickly. 2-on-1 break. Oh, and it's knocked away by a double dribble. And Hurlburt had knocked it away, but then she double dribbled, and so they'll turn the ball back over to Cochrane-Fountain City. So inbounding it is Bowers now on the far side. And inbounded now to Rollinger. Rollinger now comes down to the top of the key. Back towards center court now. Over to Bowers. Bowers on the left wing to the top of the key. Has Sabelko in her face now to Gottinger. Gottinger now will long cross-court pass to Bowers. Bowers tries to drive inside, can't do it. And now she's trapped, and now she finally gets it back out to the top of the key. They stay on the outside now. That is Halverson. Halverson drives inside, puts up a tough shot, no good. And a loose ball, and it's saved by the Pirates. They put up another shot, no good. Rebounded by Sand. Sand to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Back to Kilbotten. Kilbotten to Sand. Sand to Kilbotten. Kilbotten to Sabelko now on the right wing. Sabelko looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Over to Kilbotten, fakes the three. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Sand now on the right wing. Back to Sabelko. Now to Kilbotten. She fakes the three again. Looking inside, but can't find Carruthers. She's not open. She's right in the middle of that zone. I'm going to just stay on the outside here. Inside to Hurlburt now. Hurlburt into the lane, kicks it back out to Kilbotten. Kilbotten, three ball! 6-0 Panthers now as Kilbotten starts off with the first 6 points of the game on threes. Across the timeline comes Rollinger. Rollinger now comes down to the top of the key over to Peterson. Peterson, she'll score up. Nope, decides no three, and then to Halverson. Halverson left wing, tries to drive inside, fakes left, goes right, loses the ball, has to kick it back out now to Bowers. Bowers now over to Peterson. Peterson bounce pass now to Halverson. She's at the free throw line. She's going to try and drive inside, does a spin move, puts up the tough shot, no good, goes out of bounds, Panther ball. Timeouts, Cochrane-Fountain City. 30-second timeout. Panthers lead 6-0 with 13 minutes remaining. Thank you to Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping and more. They're a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor. Call Numbers R Us at 672-8093 or visit them online at numbersrus.com. You can also visit them on Facebook. Also, Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand, starting in February. It's the annual Durand Smokehouse Hog Sale. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand for more information. Riverside Grill, a Wisconsin country restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. They always have the fish fry Friday night, prime rib Saturday night. That's Riverside Grill, downtown Durand, and 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more, visit wwt.coop. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. So our timeout is done. And it's going to be inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko met at half court, gets around the trap, and now over to Auth, who's in. Auth loses the ball. Sabelko tries to save it, but it's stolen. And the Pirates come back the other way. Inside pass to Halverson. Halverson puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Kilbotten. Kilbotten with the trap on her. Dribbles out of it. Back the other way. Over to Auth. Auth, right corner. Three ball. Shot no good. And Blantley Bauer fighting for it. Still fighting for it. Jump ball. And it'll stay with the Panthers. So Sabelko to inbound it to our left. And Sabelko looking, inbound it to Bauer. Bauer whistling a foul. She'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on number 24. That's Halverson, her first team foul. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving in the Durand area for 5 generations and featuring monuments from lifetime memorials. It's Goodrich Funeral Home, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. Countryside Co-op, find out about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty for your farm equipment today from Countryside Co-op, Durand. Next free throw on the way, short, no good. Loose ball, and Bauer fighting for it, and she gets it back over to Kilbotten. Kilbotten stops, pulls up the dribble. Here comes the trap. Over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now trapped in. On the line. Nope, a foul. Foul will be on Halverson, her second team foul. Coming back in is Gottsinger, and also now number 15, Haley Brown comes in for the Pirates. All right, so inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko now tries to drive lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Pirates. Quickly back the other way. Come the Pirates onto the wing. Ball tipped and then shot put up and good. First points of the afternoon for Cochrane-Fountain City. And that came from Gottsinger. Inside pass to Herbert. Herbert, turnaround shot off the glass, good. Still a 6-point lead. And stolen by Bauer. Bauer puts it up, counted in the foul. Bailey Bauer with the steal. And so now it's Bailey Bauer getting ready to try to complete the 3-point play. Fouls on number 10. Number 10. That's Braylon Halverson. Free throw on the way, no good. And so rebounded by Cochrane-Fountain City. Quickly back the other way come the Pirates. That's Halverson. Inside of the corner now. Kicks it back out. Long two, shots good. Number 10, Braylon Halverson with the two. 10-4 Panthers, 11:13 remaining. As Sabelko across the timeline comes down to the wing, keeps it herself, dishes it over to Oth. Oth now to Brydon. Brydon, 3-ball shot, no good. And a loose ball, still a loose ball, fighting for it. Everybody on the ground practically. Jump ball, it'll stay with the Pirates. And so now to inbound it. Looks like that's Halverson. Nope, that's Bowers. Bowers will inbound it to Halverson. Halverson, here comes the trap at half court. Back over to Bowers. Bowers still not across the timeline. Here comes the trap at half court now. Loose ball, fighting for it. Coming up with it is Sabelko. Sabelko, 2-on-1 break. Puts up the shot, whistling a foul, and she's down. We're gonna take a break here. Leah gets up. All right, she says, no, I'm okay. She wants to, so she'll stay in. All right. She'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on number 10, Halverson. Thank you to SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Also, Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. First free throw is good. And Sundstrom & Company, it's tax time. Call Sundstrom & Company today at 672-4425 and schedule your appointment today. Next free throw is good, gets the shooter's roll. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Timeout. Timeout Durand. 12-4 Panthers lead. 10:39 remaining here in the first half. Also, thank you to Shaw's Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances, installation and service at Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Visit Endless Summer's Facebook page for more information on weekly and monthly specials from Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness of Durand. So the Panthers lead 12-4 with 10:39 remaining here in the half. And inbounding it now will be Bowers for the Pirates. Inbounded now to Rollinger. Rollinger now. Back to Bowers. Bowers quickly across the timeline. Pass inside's going to be knocked out of bounds by Carruthers. Pass intended for Brown. Nice job by Carruthers. Okay, it'll stay Pirates ball. Inbounded now to Engel. Engel, right baseline, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Weiss. And so inbounded now to Engel. Engel from the free throw line. Nope, she'll pass it off to Northrup. Northrup now late, tries to lay it up, no good. Rebounded by Weiss. Weiss back the other way, over to Carruthers. Carruthers on the right wing, back to Weiss at center court. Now to Brydon. Here comes the trap over to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Weiss. Weiss right wing. Thought about the three, but they got back pretty quickly. Over to Oth now. Oth left wing. Three ball shot. No good. Rebounded by the Pirates. That is Bowers. Bowers across the timeline now. Has Brydon in her face. Gets down to the right wing. Looking for it inside. Inside pass now to number 23. Shot blocked by Bauer. Loose ball coming up with it is Oth. Oth over to Weiss. Weiss across the timeline. Here comes the trap over to Brydon now. Brydon over to Oth in the left corner. She'll try and drive inside. Loose ball, but Brydon comes up with it. Now back to Weiss. Weiss bounce pass over to Oth. Oth right corner to Weiss now on the wing. To Bauer. Bauer in the lane. Pass tipped, but Oth comes up with it. Back over to Weiss. Brydon now looking for someone inside. No one there. To Oth. Oth to Brydon to Weiss. Again, they're staying on the outside. Inside down to Bauer. Bauer, here comes the trap. She gets over to Brydon. Brydon squares up. Three ball. Shot no good. Tip. And coming up with it is Weiss. Weiss lays it up and in. Oh, Addison Weiss picks up that loose ball. And up and in for the Panthers. Here comes the trap at half court. Weiss grabs it away or forces the jump. It'll go back to the Panthers. Panthers lead 14-4. So Weiss to inbound it right in front of the Panther bench to Carruthers. Carruthers to Weiss. Here comes the trap now over to Brydon. Brydon back to Weiss. To Kilbottom. Kilbottom now here comes the trap. She's in trouble over on the left wing. Now she gets it off to Sand to Weiss. Back over to Brydon. Brydon now to Sand. Back to Brydon on the right wing. Now to Weiss on the left wing. Bounce pass over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom now back to Weiss. Right, two people in the same spot for the Panthers there in that left corner. Over to Weiss. Weiss head fakes. Now bounce pass back over to Brydon. Brydon over to Sand. Sand inside to Carruthers. Carruthers back out to Brydon. Brydon back over to Oth. Three ball. Shots go. Check that Madison Sand. Madison Sand with the three. 17-14. Quickly back come the Pirates to Engel. Engel down to the wing. Engel loses the ball off of her foot. It goes back to the Panthers. Timeout. Timeout, Cochrane-Fountain City, 17-4. Panthers lead, 7:54 remaining in the half. Thank you to Bowers LP Gas and Appliance for all of your propane needs, installation, and service. Bowers Gas, downtown Durand. Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance company. Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by calling 926-3630 or visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. And Bowerbill Tire and Service for all of your tire needs, rotations, and oil changes. It's Bowerbill Tire and Service. Prospect Street, Durand, and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to bring you all of these games. Please give our sponsors a call, drop them an email, visit their store, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. If you have a business or organization would like to be part of our broadcast, hey, we'd love to have you on board. Give us a call at 715-672-8989. All right, so Panthers get the ball. Excuse me, leading 17-4. Inbounded to Weiss. Weiss over to Brydon now. Here comes the trap. Brydon back to Weiss. Brydon now Weiss rather, back over to Brydon. They're staying on the outside. The trap coming in. Bounce pass over to Sand. Inside now to Carruthers. Carruthers back over to Weiss. Whistling to travel. Travel on Weiss. All right, here we go. Inbounded now to Rollinger. Rollinger now quickly back across the timeline. Knocked away by Weiss. Weiss over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom tries to put it up and she can't, but she manages to save it to Carruthers. Carruthers hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom falls. Timeout. Nope, they're going to call a travel on her. And so it'll go back to the Pirates. Inbounded now to Rollinger. Rollinger now, here comes the Panther trap. Over to Halverson. Halverson's, knocked away by Brydung. She picks that up. Lets everybody catch up, and over to Kilbottom now. Kilbottom over to Weiss. Weiss, long cross-court pass to Carruthers. Carruthers to Brydung. Brydung now to Sand. Sand, right corner. Back to Brydung. Brydung now over to Weiss. Weiss to Brydung. Brydung, right wing. Weiss on the left wing. Bounce pass to Sand in the right corner. She'll try to drive inside, can't do it. Bounce pass to Weiss now. Weiss again on the left wing. Bounce pass to Sand. Sand comes inside, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Lydia Engel. So Hurlburt comes back in, and Sabelko comes back in. And inbounding it is Weiss. Weiss quickly to Hurlburt, knocked away though, and a jump ball. Nice play by Rollinger to force the jump. So inbounding it now is Halverson. Halverson now will inbound it. Full court Panther press inbounded to Halverson. Or to check day up to Halverson. Halverson whistling a foul. Foul will be on Sabelko. So they'll inbound it right in front of us. All right, inbounding it now will be Halverson. Nope, check that. They're going to change it to Bowers. Bowers to inbound it. Bowers to Halverson. Time. Oops, stop. Oops, inadvertent buzzer. Okay, we'll try that again. Over to Halverson now. Halverson across the timeline now. Over to Bowers. Back to Gotzinger. Long cross-court pass knocked down by Sand. Sand over to Sabelko. Sabelko now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Weiss. Weiss bounce pass now to Sand. Sand inside to Hurlburt. Hurlburt kicks it back out to Weiss. Weiss now over to Sabelko. Sabelko left wing. She's going to drive in. Splits three defenders. Over. Lays it. No good. Tip. And it rebounded by the Pirates. And quickly back the other way come the Pirates now. Back to Peterson. Peterson now, top of the key. Looking for someone inside, knocked down by Hurlburt, but Gotzinger comes up with the loose ball. Back to Halverson. Halverson now top of the key with Sabelko in her face. Bounce pass now to Halverson. Halverson on the left wing. Halverson, she's going to try and drive left baseline. Whistle and a travel. 17-4, Panthers still lead. 5:20 remaining, timeout Cochrane-Fountain City. 5:20 remaining in the half. Thank you to the Cottage from floral arrangements for gifts for mom, and also don't forget Valentine's Day. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. The JK Auto Body and Rod Shop featuring metal fabrication, custom painting, car restoration, and collision repair. It's the JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Markets, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Markets. And Numbers R Us, Common Sense Bookkeeping and more. Certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor. Give them a call at 672-8093 or visit them online at numbersrus.com or on their Facebook page. Please thank all of our sponsors. Can't reiterate it enough. Without the support of our sponsors, wouldn't be able to bring you today's game. So please thank them for their support. All right, so now Sabelko will get the inbound pass. Here comes a 1-2-2 zone here, at least in the beginning. Something totally different by and inside now from Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Sand. Sand puts up a shot, no good. Kilbottom gets the rebound. She puts up a shot, whistle and a foul. So Kilbottom to the line, 4-2. Foul on Gotzinger now. And Kilbottom for two. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and SFB Security Financial Bank halftime show. First free throw, no good. And next free throw gets the shooter's roll. And so now it makes it 18-4 Panthers. Quickly back the other way is Bowers. She gets across the timeline. Stolen by Weiss. On the trap, Weiss puts it up high, over, lays it. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Kilbottom. And so now we'll try it again. Inbounded now to Brown. Brown back to Bowers. Bowers now, pass tipped, but coming up with it is Brown. Brown's back to Bowers. Bowers comes down nearly up, foul on Sabelko with that reach. Off coming in for Sabelko. Inbounding it now will be Bowers to our right. Bowers looking, and gets it inbounded quickly to Brown. Brown on the right corner. Now over to Peterson. Peterson at the top of the key. Stop. Thought about the three. Decided against it. Inside pass now. Shot put up. Hard off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Weiss. Here comes the trap. Weiss not across the timeline. Gets it over to Sand now. Sand inside to Hurlbert. At the top of the key. Back to Weiss. Over to Oth now. Oth in the right corner. Bounce pass inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert, long cross-court pass to Weiss. Weiss fakes the three, steps up, shot, good, no good. And loose ball coming up with it is the Pirates. That's Peterson with the rebound. Quickly back the other way over to Gottsinger. Gottsinger across the timeline. Inside pass tipped by Weiss and stolen. She'll take it herself. Stops now, lets everybody go by over to Sand. Sand across the timeline. Sand hesitates, comes down to the wing, inside now to Hurlbert. Hurlbert looking for a little help. Now scores up. Three ball from Oth, no good. Rebounded by Bowers. Bowers now quickly across the timeline for the Pirates. Over to Brown. Brown drives in. Shot put up. No good. It'll go out of bounds. Panther ball. Bauer and Carruthers look like they're getting ready to come in. Kilbottom will take a seat along with Weiss. 3:31 remaining in the half. Panthers lead 18-4. Carruthers now coming across the timeline. Over to Sand. Sand to Bauer. Bauer to Hurlbert. Hurlbert lays it up and underlays it. No good. Gets her in rebound. Puts up another shot. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 21, Engel. So Hurlbert to the line for two. First free throw on the way is good. Then coming up, our SFB and SFB Security Financial Bank and Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show coming up. And next free throw on the way is good. Both of them good by Hurlbert. Inbounded now to Bowers. 20-4 now, Panthers. Here comes the trap. Over to Halverson. Halverson now to Engel. Engel back to Bowers. Bowers now down to Peterson on the right wing. She scores back to the top of the key now to Engel. And over to Bowers, who nearly lost the ball, but regains control. Back to Brown. Whistle and a jump ball, they're going to call it. So it goes back to the Panthers. Sand to inbound it to Carruthers. And Carruthers down to Hurlbert. Hurlbert, long cross-court pass to Kilbottom on the left corner. Now to Sand. Sand inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert in the lane. Back out to Oth. Oth now to Sand. And Madison Sand with another three. 23-4 now. Over to Bowers. Here comes the trap. Back to Engel. Long cross-court pass. Now they get it down to the corner to Brown. Brown now back to Engel. Engel tries to drive inside, loses control of the ball. Coming up with it is Oth. Oth, 2-on-1 break, puts it up, no good. Bauer though with the rebound, shot put up, no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Bauer. So Bauer's now to inbound it. Oh, we're going to get 1 and 1. Okay. It's bonus time. Oh, it is not bonus. Okay, so we'll try that again. Misread. The referee thought the 7 fouls were on Durand. Okay, well, let's try that again. All right. So Engel to inbound it now. Engel inbounds it now to Rollinger. Rollinger now over to Halverson. Halverson across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Back over to Engel. Bounce pass now to Peterson. On the wing. Inside pass to number 10, and she goes to the line. That's Halverson. Puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Madison Sand. Now everybody's in the bonus, both teams. Going to the line for 2 is Halverson. And the first free throw on the way is good. Make it 23-5 Panthers. Olivia Brydung coming in for Madison Sand. And next free throw on the way by Halverson. It's good, makes them both. So inbounded to Carruthers, 23-6 Panthers. Carruthers not across the timeline, now to Hurlburt. Here comes the trap. Hurlburt back to Carruthers. Carruthers to Brydung. Brydung now. Long cross-court pass to Hurlburt. Hurlburt looking for Bauer inside, but decided it better not do that. Now to Oth. Oth in the corner. Right corner, now to Carruthers on the right wing. Inside to Bauer. Bauer puts it on the ground, then drives the hoop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt puts up a shot, no good. She gets her own rebound, gets it back out to Brydung. Brydung on the left wing. Back to Carruthers. Carruthers now inside to Bauer, but she can't hang on to it. So it gets knocked away, and coming up with a loose ball is the Pirates. They come back the other way, and that is Halverson. Halverson on the right wing. Nearly stolen. Over to Peterson. Drives right baseline. Shot put up, or dished inside, and then a shot put up in the lane by Halverson, and she will be fouled by Bentley Bauer. So Jordan Halverson will go to the line for 2 with 53 seconds remaining in the half. Our SFB Security Financial Bank and Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show coming up. ABC News, NASCAR News. Try and get some scores from some of the other afternoon games today as well. Kilbotton comes in for Bauer. And next free throw on the way is no good, and rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Carruthers. Carruthers not across the timeline. Here comes the trap now to Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Kilbotton on the right wing. And a long three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Peterson. Quickly back the other way now over to Rollinger. Rollinger now to Peterson. Peterson retreats back towards center court. Down to the wing to Peterson. Peterson now to Halverson. Halverson top of the key now to Peterson on the left wing. Back to Engel. Engel at the top of the key. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Now to Rollinger. Rollinger now to Halverson. Halverson over to Brown. Brown back to Engel. Engel top of the key. 4 seconds remaining. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Now back to Peterson. Peterson puts up the three. No good. And we are at halftime with Durand leading Cochrane-Fountain City by a score of 23-7. And you're listening to Durand Panther Girls Basketball here on WRDN.
You're never too old to learn something new. The Durand, Arkansas School District is now offering community education classes this winter. Classes are held via Zoom from the comfort of your home. Easy to schedule, inexpensive, and not a long commitment. There are classes in art, technology, health and wellness, baking, and more. To find out more, visit the Durand, Arkansas website and click on the Community Connections tab, or pick up a booklet at the Durand Public Library. Join your friends and neighbors and learn something new by taking a community education class with the Durand, Arkansas School District.
Time for the Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, Eau Claire, and River Falls. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency of Durand.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with whom? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurances. Someone you can call call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency of Durand at 715-672-5228 or visit them online at jerrythompsoninsurance.com.
With classes starting again, now is a perfect time to show your school spirit with the new Panther mascot debit card from Security Financial Bank. SFB's Panther debit card is free with each new checking account, and SFB will donate $10 to Durand High School for each new card printed this school year. Now that's something to cheer about. Stop in the SFB office in Durand or call 888-254-0615 to make an appointment today. Go Panthers! Security Financial Bank, member FDIC.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The Biden-Harris administration working this weekend on a nearly $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill. Vice President Harris's spokesperson, Simone Sanders.
Democrats and Republicans have already come together once in recent history in December to pass a stimulus bill, and the president and vice president believe that that was the first step. So they're going to be doing everything that they can to get this relief for American families over the line.
But the bill facing opposition from Senate Republicans. As states struggle to meet the COVID vaccination demand, early evidence showing the UK variant, which has been spreading through the United States, could be more deadly. This as January is on track to become the deadliest month on record for Americans in the pandemic. But there is a positive sign, with hospitalizations in 24 states down more than 10% from last week. The New York Times, citing unnamed sources, reporting Donald Trump allegedly discussed removing acting Attorney General Jeff Rosen in order to execute a plan to overturn the election while he was still in office. Dave Packer, ABC News. A stunning report by the New York Times claiming former President Trump allegedly discussed removing acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen in order to execute a plan to pressure Georgia officials to flip the state's presidential results. ABC's Alex Prochet.
The man who allegedly worked on the plan, according to the Times, lawyer Jeffrey Clark. The report claims Trump mulled over whether to fire the acting AG and replace him with Clark because Rosen refused Trump's request to use the DOJ to overturn the election.
To the death of talk show legend Larry King as we look back at his career.
Larry King began hosting Larry King Live on CNN in 1985 with a virtual who's who in entertainment, politics, sports, and other newsmakers. In 2010, King announced that after a quarter century, he was stepping down from his show. I once asked Larry King how he wanted to be remembered.
I'm sure I left a mark, but I don't think about it. I'm an agnostic. I'm not sure what's coming.
Bill Deal, ABC News.
And I'm Dave Packer, ABC News.
Want to hear how I almost got off the naughty list this year? I helped Santa save gazillions by having him download Capital One Shopping to his computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. You can download it too and save a bundle. You don't even need a Capital One card, and it's free. So why didn't I get off the naughty list? Turns out Santa's a stickler for naughty words. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Our biggest storage event just got stronger. The Store More, Save More event going on now at the Home Depot. Get exclusive HDX black and yellow Tough Totes starting at just $4.98. They're heavy duty, durable, and come in a range of sizes from 7 to 70 gallons. So whether you need to store a little or store a lot, you're going to save loads. Make room for big savings at the Store More, Save More event going on now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limited time only. Event and dates vary by store. See store for details.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with whom? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurances. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency of Durand at 715-672-5228 or visit them online at jerrythompsoninsurance.com.
With classes starting again, now is a perfect time to show your school spirit with the new Panther mascot debit card from Security Financial Bank. SFB's Panther debit card is free with each new checking account, and SFB will donate $10 to Durand High School for each new card printed this school year. Now that's something to cheer about. Stop in the SFB office in Durand or call 888-254-0615 to make an appointment today. Go Panthers! Security Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Dylan's back behind the wheel this weekend.
Heck, it's always changing, it seems like, in NASCAR, so it's good to get a little more experience.
I'm Woody Kane. The story next on NASCAR Today.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com. Hey, this is Steve Post, the Postman with the MRN. With each new year comes new resolutions. Resolve today that in 2021, great sleep will be part of your life every day. Recently, I tried a premium Queen MyPillow, and I am sleeping like a champion. Go to MyPillow.com, use promo code MRN, and they will take $40 off each pillow. That's down to $29.98, the lowest price ever. There's no limit on this offer, so get multiple pillows for yourself and for those you love. A great night of sleep makes life simply better. Go to MyPillow.com and use promo code MRN or call 800-893-0986. That's MyPillow.com. Use promo code MRN or call 800-893-0986. Don't delay. Order now.
The annual Roar Before the Rolex test session gets underway this weekend at Daytona, with several NASCAR drivers joining the sports car ranks to get a little more seat time around the road course at the World Center of Racing. Austin Dillon missed the Cup race there last year after a positive COVID test.
I'm looking forward to getting out there in 24 hours. Cody Ware and my teammate, we went and did a sim test last week at Dallara, and that was cool, man. Just getting in something different than I'm not used to. So can't wait to get there and get in the car and see what it's all about.
Chase Elliott, A.J. Allmendinger, and Jimmy Johnson are also among those testing this weekend. There's more at MRN.com. I'm Woody Kane. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
You know, our lives are busy, and at times it's hard to seize an opportunity, especially one that's good for us. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables from Durand Fresh Market is simple and good for your health. Strapped for time? Durand Fresh Market has all the ingredients for a healthy meal for your family that can be prepared in under 10 minutes. Today and every day, Durand Fresh Market is filled with hundreds of healthy options, including locally grown items. Hometown proud, Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
To Durand High School as we have about a minute remaining here in our halftime. And no scores from some of the early games yet on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Only score that we have is from our JV game, Durand winning over Cochrane-Fountain City 35-21 earlier this afternoon. Take you to Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Coming up in February at Durand Smokehouse, it's the hog sale. Find out more at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Riverside Grill, a Wisconsin country restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. That's Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. And 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. And please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give our business sponsors a call. Drop them an email. Visit their stores. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. If you have a business or organization and would like to be part of our broadcasts, we'd love to have you aboard. Give us a call at WRDN at 715-672-8989. So the Panthers lead 23-7. Panthers this time will be going from left to right, and the Pirates right to left here in this second half. And the Pirates will get the ball to start. Inbounded now to Rollinger. As the second half is underway, Rollinger works off the screen. Over to Peterson now. Peterson, top of the key, bounce pass inside to Halverson. Halverson puts up the shot hard off the glass, gets the shooter's roll to start it off. Inbounded to Sabelko. And Sabelko, here comes the trap. And ball knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds, knocked away by number 14, Emma Bowers. And Carruthers to inbound it. Inbounds it to Sabelko. Sabelko right across the timeline quickly. Shoving a foul. It'll be on number 13. And Cochrane-Fountain City Rollinger, her first. And so now Sand to inbound it right in front of us. Inbounds it to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now on the wing. Bounce pass now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom goes around one defender, puts up the tough shot, whistling a foul. Kilbottom to the line for 2. So Kilbottom to the line for 2. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Visit them online at goodrichfh.com for more information on pre-planning funeral services. First free throw was good. Countryside Co-op, your Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Countryside Co-op Durand. Next free throw on the way is good. Kilbottom makes them both. 25-9 Panthers. Inbounded now to Rollinger. Here comes the trap at half court by the Panthers. Over to Peterson. Peterson back to Rollinger. Rollinger now over to Bowers. Bowers on the right wing. Bowers now over to Halverson on the top of the key. Hands it off to Rollinger. Rollinger loses control of the ball, regains control though. Back to Gotzinger, and now over to Peterson. Peterson top of the key to Halverson. Halverson now to Bowers. Bowers left wing, whistling a foul on Kilbottom. So now inbounded to Gottinger inside, and she'll drive for left baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Halverson, whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 30, Carruthers, they're going to call it. And so going to the line for 2 will be Halverson. And first free throw on the way is good. And next free throw on the way is also good, so she makes them both. And Kilbottom inbounds it to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Kilbottom. Or to Carruthers, rather. Carruthers over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom back to Sabelko. Sabelko now, she'll drive in. Oh, dishes it off to Hurlbert. Hurlbert stops, shot, and does not get the shooter's roll. Sabelko puts up the putback, and she gets fouled. Foul will be on number 4, and that is Gottinger. And so going to the line for 2 is Leah Sabelko now. Thanks to SFB Security Financial Bank, 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. And Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them now for all of your tax needs. 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. First free throw, good. Next free throw, Sabelko makes them both. So 27-11 Panthers. Quickly back the other way now is Rollinger. Stolen by Sand. Sand will come back the other way for the Panthers. To Carruthers now at half court. Back to Sand. Sand inside to Kilbottom. Kilbottom now back over to Sabelko. Sabelko overlays it. Rebounded by Hurlbert. Hurlbert puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Engel. And over to Rollinger. Rollinger now to Bowers on the right wing. Now back to Engel on the left wing. She's going to drive inside and whistle in an offensive foul. Foul on Engel. So inbounded now to Sabelko. Panthers lead 27-11. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Hurlbert. Hurlbert back to Carruthers on the left wing. To Sabelko back at center. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Sand. Sand inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert bounce pass into Kilbottom. Drives the lane. Underlays it. No good. Rebounded by the Pirates. And coming across the timeline now. Pass now over to Peterson. Peterson, top of the key. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Hurlbert. Hurlbert to Sabelko. And Sabelco now across the timeline. Oh, there's a shove. They did not call. That should have been a shove. And a whistle and a jump. And the jump ball will stay with the Panthers. And so now, inbounding it will be Sand. Sand inbounds it to Kilbottom. Kilbottom keeps it itself, double dribble. So it goes back to the Pirates now. 14:57 left in the game. Panthers lead 27-11. Listening to Durand Panther girls basketball here on WRDN. Brian Winnikins with you from Durand High School. Ball tipped. Loose ball, but coming back up with it is Halverson. She'll go quickly back the other way. Excuse me. Halverson now to Bowers. Bowers over to Peterson on the left wing. They kick it back out now to Engel. Engel now to Bowers on the right wing. Back to Engel. Drives inside. Shot put up. No good. Rebounded by Carruthers. Carruthers over to Sabelco. Sabelco loses control of the ball. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on Cochrane-Fountain City Peterson. And now inbounding it to Carruthers. Carruthers now across the timeline. Carruthers' pass is intercepted. And coming up with it is Engel. Engel's pass nearly, she thought about intercepting it. Now Engel finally has it intercepted. Intercepted by Kilbottom. Kilbottom drives the right wing, or drives the right baseline. And Madison Kilbottom with the steal and the drive. Goes around the defenders and makes that shot. Quickly back the other way. Loose ball, jump ball. And it'll stay with Cochrane-Fountain City. So inbounding it now will be Halverson. Panthers lead 29-11. And inbounding it is Halverson. Looking, and gets it out to Peterson now. Peterson on the right wing. Back to Halverson. Halverson now on the right wing, looking for a cutter inside. Back to Jordan. Halverson drives inside, puts up the shot, up and in. So 29-13. And over to Sabelco now. Waiting for the trap to occur. Here it comes. Bounce pass to Bauer. Bauer now over to Sand. Sand back inside to Bauer. Bauer driving the lane. Gets the shooter's roll. And quickly back the other way. 31-13 Panthers. Over to Halverson. Stolen by Sabelco. Sabelco up and in. Timeout. Cochrane-Fountain City. 33-13 Panthers lead with 13-14 left in the game. Thank you to Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a clean, cost-effective propane for your home energy needs. That is Shaw's Gas, downtown Durand. Prime Realty, Durand and Mondovi. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adam Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center downtown Durand, offering auto service and shuttle service and loaner vehicles while they fix your vehicle. That's Adam Super Service, Durand. Please thank our sponsors. Again, they make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. All right, so to inbound it now is Engel. Inbounds it to Halverson. Halverson now, here comes the trap. Halverson, ball knocked out of bounds by Brydung on the pass. Stays Pirates ball. And so inbounded now to Peterson. Inside now to Halverson, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hurlbert. Hurlbert to Sabelco. Here comes the trap over to Brydung now. Brydung over to Sabelco. Sabelco at center court. Over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt on the right wing, over to Breitung on the wing. Inside to Bauer. Bauer puts it up, overlays it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. And the inbound pass thrown out of bounds. It'll go back to the Panthers. And so now inbounding it will be Sabelko. Sabelko to inbound it. Inbounds it to Bauer. Bauer in the lane, splits two defenders, underlays it, and gets fouled on trying to get the rebound. So inbounded now will be Bowers with the inbound. Inbounds it now to Halverson. And quickly as Halverson across the timeline, whistling to travel. And so now Breitung to inbound it to Sabelko. Panthers lead 35-13, 12:25 left in the game. Inbounded to Sabelko. Here comes the trap. Sabelko now over to Weiss. Weiss to Sabelko, back over to Breitung. To Auth. Auth inside to Bauer. Bauer puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Pirates. Quickly back the other way. Here comes a three ball. Shot no good. And tipped by number 15, Brown. And she'll go back into the lane. Stolen. Stolen by Sabelko. Sabelko picks her pocket. Quickly back the other way. Inside pass to Weiss. She can't hang on to it, but coming up with it is Auth. Auth down to Breitung. Breitung to Bauer. Bauer over to Breitung. Loose ball, and coming up with it is the Pirates rather. And that is Gotzinger. Gotzinger now across the timeline for the Pirates to Brown on the right wing. Now to Rollinger. Rollinger. Bounce pass inside now to Northrup. Northrup drives the hoop up and in. 35-15 Panthers, 11:18 remaining. Bounce pass now to Breitung. Breitung bounce pass to Sabelko. Sabelko inside to Bauer. Bauer drives in. Tries to put up the shot, gets fouled, going to the post, and she'll go to the line for two. Fouls on number 23, Northrup. That'll be her third, or check that, her first, rather. Thank you to Entech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless summer fitness and tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Visit their Facebook page for weekly and monthly specials at Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness. First free throw was good. Next free throw on the way is good. So Bauer comes out and Hurlburt comes back in. Also Kilbotton's back in. And so now inbounded to Rollinger. Rollinger quickly back the other way. Keeps it herself. Stop. Now she's trapped and loose ball, but coming up with it is Gottinger. And now she'll hand it off to Brown. Brown back to Bowers. Bowers puts up a 15-footer shot. No good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. Hurlburt to Weiss. Weiss now over to Carruthers. Carruthers to Kilbotton. Kilbotton top of the key. Back to Carruthers. Carruthers now over to Auth. Auth bounce pass inside to Kilbotton. Kilbotton's trapped on the wing, and whistle and timeout Durand before Kilbotton lost the ball out of bounds. So it'll stay Panther ball. Thank you to Bowers LP Gas and Appliance, featuring Frigidaire and Maytag appliances, along with installation and service downtown Durand. Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, Durand, hometown agents representing you, not individual companies. Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. And the Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Call 926-3630 for pre-planning funeral services, or visit them online at chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. So Panther ball, 10:35 remaining. And inbounded pass. It's going to be loose ball. And pass was off a player, but they're going to say Weiss was still out of bounds when the ball ricocheted back onto her. So it will go back to the Pirates. Over to Rollinger now. Rollinger quickly across the timeline. Back over to Brown. Brown now over to Gottinger. 3-ball. Shot's good. First 3 tonight for the Pirates. 37-18 now. Durand. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers throws it away. Intercepted. And quickly back come the Pirates. That was Gottinger with the rebound. Now over to Rollinger. She'll put up the 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Weiss. Weiss will dribble out from underneath the basket. Over to Auth. Auth's pass intercepted. Intercepted by Brown. Brown now. Around the horn they go over to Northrup. Northrup, she'll drive into the lane. Puts up the shot off the glass and in. Little bit of run here by the Pirates now, 37-20. Panthers still lead, 9:28 remaining. Over to Auth now. Off to Weiss. Weiss pass is intercepted again. And back the other way come the Pirates. Pirates whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 30, Carruthers. So Rollinger now to do the free throws. And first free throw on the way, no good. Take it to the cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. And don't forget about Valentine's Day coming up. Visit the cottage, downtown Durand. And Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Markets. All right, so first free throw, no good. And next free throw on the way is good. So 37-21 now. Panthers still lead. We have a timeout. Yep, timeout, Cochrane-Fountain City. And thank you to the JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand, featuring custom painting, car restoration, and collision repair. It's the JK Auto Body and Rod Shop, downtown Durand. Numbers are us, common sense bookkeeping, and more. They're a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor. Give them a call at 672-8093. Or visit them online at numbersareus.com or on their Facebook page. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Visit Durand Smokehouse now. Find out about the hog sale coming up starting on February 1st at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Riverside Grill, a Wisconsin country restaurant serving a real taste of Wisconsin. Maybe going out tonight, that prime rib special going on at Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Thank you to all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Please thank them for their support of our broadcasts. All right, the timeout is done. Well, there's been a bit of a change in the Pirate defense, and Panthers having a bit of trouble with this trapping type of defense. Inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko now still not across the timeline, dribbles her way through it, but then loses the ball once again. Back the other way come the Pirates. Inside now to Halverson. Halverson now back to Engel. Engel drives inside, gets cut off, kicked, and the ball kicked out of bounds by Halverson, so it'll go back to the Panthers. And Sabelko's got a flat tire. She's got tie to shoot. There we go. All right. 8:49 remaining in the game, and Panthers lead 37-21. So inbounded now to Sabelko. Sabelko to Weiss. Weiss now. Over to Kilbotten. Kilbotten across the timeline. Back to Weiss. Over to Sand. Sand to Weiss. Weiss to Sabelko now. Over to Weiss. Weiss now inside to Kilbottom. She'll drive to the post. Puts up the shot. Gets it. The shooter's roll. Up and in. Inbounded to Halverson. 39-21. And back across the timeline now is Engel. Engel now drives in. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Halverson. Shot and a foul. Foul will be on number 12, and that is Kilbottom, her third. Carruthers getting ready to come back in. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations and featuring monuments from Lifetime Memorials. First free throw, no good. Countryside Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. And SFB, Security Financial Bank. Secure your future with your community bank, Security Financial Bank, West Prospect Street, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way by Halverson. And it's good. Brothers to inbound it to Sabelko. Sabelko now stops, not across the timeline, over to Weiss. Weiss now will get it across the timeline, over to Sand to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Sabelko. Sabelko to Weiss. Weiss now to Sand to Carruthers. Inside pass to Hurlbert. Hurlbert comes up out of the scrum with the ball, up and in. Oh, wow, there's a scramble for the ball, and McKenna comes up with it, manages to put the bunny in. Bowers now quickly across the timeline. Over to Halverson. Halverson drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. Tip, and coming up with it is Hurlbert. Hurlbert to Sabelko. Sabelko now to right to Weiss now. Weiss back to Carruthers. Carruthers, Sabelko, 3-ball shot, no good. And rebounded by Halverson. And quickly back the other way now is Halverson. Halverson now to Engel. Onto the wing now. Inside the pass, loose ball. But coming up with it is Jordan Halverson. She's on the left wing. Tries to drive inside. Can't. Has to get it back over to Engel. Engel now over to Bowers. Back over to Bowers. Bowers to Engel. Engel drives inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hurlbert. Sabelko now coming up to the timeline. Here comes the trap. She now does get across the timeline over to Sand to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Weiss. Weiss now to Sand. Sand inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert on the left baseline, back out inside to Weiss. Weiss now back to Sabelko. Sabelko drives inside, whistling a foul. She got hit pretty hard by Halverson. That'll be her fourth. That's Jordan Halverson with her fourth. 6:18 remaining in the game. Panthers lead 41-22. Sabelko to the line for 2. Thank you to Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Sundstrom and Company. It's tax time. Give Sundstrom and Company a call at 672-4425 to schedule your appointment today. And Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. First free throw good. Second free throw on the way. Does not get the shooter's roll. Excuse me. Loose ball on the inbound. But Pirates do come back up with it. Gotzinger now across the timeline over to Rollinger. Nearly stolen by Sabelko. And pass over and pass inside. Halverson driving the lane, puts up the shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Hurlbert, I think. Yep. Going to the line for 2, Jordan Halverson now. Thank you to Prime Realty, Durand and Mondovi, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. First free throw on the way, no good. Adams Super Service, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, downtown Durand, offering complete auto service along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles while they fix your vehicle. Adams Super Service, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is no good and rebounded by Carruthers. 42-22, Panthers lead, 5:50 remaining. And Sabelko bounce past the Carruthers. They get across the timeline. Here comes the trap back to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Sand. Sand now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Hurlbert in the left corner. Long cross court pass to Carruthers. Carruthers right wing. 3-ball is good by Carruthers. And quickly back the other way Inside pass now, and shot put up, whistling a foul. Rollinger will go to the line. Foul will be on Carruthers. So Chance Rollinger to do the free throws. First free throw, no good. Panthers lead 45-22. 5:26 left in the game. Next free throw on the way is good. Inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Kilbottom. Kilbottom keeps it herself. Now gets it over to Sand. Sand on the right wing. Back to Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Sabelko at the top of the key to Carruthers on the left wing. Over to Sand now on the right wing. I'm going to stay on the outside here. Sabelko top of the key. Carruthers on the left wing. And Sand on the right wing, and she'll score up. 3 ball. Ooh, in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Pirates. And Rollinger across the timeline now for the Pirates. Over to Bowers on the right wing. Now to Helverson. Helverson to Rollinger. Tries to drive inside from the left wing. Can't do it. Now scoring up is Gottinger. 3 ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Carruthers. Coming up, our Bauer-Built Panther postgame show. Bounce pass to Sand. Sand to Kilbottom. Kilbottom drives into the post. Puts up the shot. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Rollinger, her second. So going to the line for 2 is Kilbottom. Thank you to N-Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. First shot is good. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access. Durand, visit Endless Summer's Facebook page and find out about weekly and monthly specials from Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning, downtown Durand. Next free throw is good, so Kilbottom makes them both. Inbounded now to Bowers. 47-23 Panthers. Bowers now across the timeline. Pass inside to Helverson. Loose ball. Coming up with it is Peterson. Peterson, top of the key now to Bowers. Bowers on the right wing. Top of the key. She thought about the 3 ball, decided against it. Now to Gottsinger, and she will be on the wing. Retreats now, tries to drive in around Hurlbert. Hurlbert will foul her. So we've got the 1-and-1 now for Bowers. And first free throw on the way is good. Coming up, our Bauer-Built Panther postgame show. We'll talk with Coach Lowenhagen. We'll also go ahead and also try and run down some scores and run down some of the events going on with the Durand, Arkansas School District here coming up after the during our Bauer-Built Panther postgame show. And so now Sabelko pass over to Kilbottom. Kilbottom into the lane. Bounce past to Hurlbert. Hurlbert drives the post up and in. Everybody didn't account for McKenna. And now Bowers across the timeline. Pass nearly intercepted, knocked out of bounds by Sabelko. Panthers lead 49-25, 3:34 remaining in the game. Bowers to inbound it. Bowers now inbounds it, bounce pass inside to Gottsinger, and Gottsinger puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Hurlbert. Hurlbert to Sand, Sand to Sabelko. Sabelko will bring it back up court. Sabelko over to Bauer. Bauer now to Kilbottom, Kilbottom to Sand. Sand to Bauer on the right wing. Inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert stops, shot high off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts up another shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Brown, her first. Going to the line for 2 now is Hurlbert. Thank you to Bowers LP Gas and Appliance for all of your propane needs, installation, and service. It's Bowers Gas, downtown Durand. Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. And Jerry Bear & Sons with the dog and pet food for Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Both free throws are good. And now it makes it a 51-25 Panther lead. Across the timeline comes Bowers. Bowers now to Brown. Brown top of the key. Back over to Gutzinger. Gutzinger now on the right wing. Over to Bowers. Bowers down. Back to Brown. Brown on the left corner. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Now Browns will kick it back out. Loose ball, but Bowers comes back up with it. Back to Peterson. Peterson now working off the screen, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Bauer. So going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be number 15, Brown. We get some changes here for CFC, and now we've got Brydon coming in, Oth coming in. So Brown for the 1-and-1, 2:35 left in the game, 51-25, Panthers lead. First free throw no good, rebounded by Brydon. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Keeps it herself. Bounce pass inside to McKenna. McKenna puts it up and in. And quickly back across the timeline now is Rollinger. Rollinger drives the lane, puts it up, counted in the foul. Foul is on Brydon. That'll be her first. We are getting reserves coming in now. Weiss will come in. Pickering comes in. Weisenbeck comes in. (53-27), Panthers lead. 2:13 remaining in the game. Next free throw was good. Inbounded to Weiss. Weiss across the timeline now. Over to Pickering. Pickering now to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck over to Weiss. Weiss tries to drive in from the right corner. Has the ball shot blocked. Loose ball, and coming up with it is the Pirates. And that is Halverson. Halverson bounce pass inside to Brown. Brown, now she's cut off. She has to get it back out to the wing. And that is Halverson to Engel. Engel now to Brown. Brown does a spin move. Back to Engel. And Engel at the free throw line. And now back to Brown. Brown will kick it over to Halverson. Halverson scores up, 3 ball. Shot no good. And it'll be off of, thank you to Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. And also Bauer Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. Give them a call at 672-8300 for all of your car care needs, or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. So we do have some more changes here for the Panthers. Over to Pickering as Kitchener's in now. And loose ball, and pass is intercepted. And taking it back the other way is Halverson for the Easy Bunny. Under a minute remaining. Coming up, our Bauer Built Panther post-game show. To Kitchener now. Kitchener to Pickering. Pickering back over to Kitchener. And Kitchener now will come down to the top of the key. Over to Popal. Popal back towards center court. Over to Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck on the right wing. Back to Pickering. Pickering will score up, 3 ball. Shot's good. Ashley Pickering scores a 3 ball. 56-30 now, Panthers. Over to Halverson. Halverson now to Engel. Engel head fakes, now drives inside, puts up a tough shot, hits the post, goes out of bounds, and so it will be Panther ball. And inbounded to Kitchener now. Kitchener back to Weisenbeck. As we're under 4 seconds remaining, she could probably just hold it, and that'll be the game. And the Panthers win this afternoon by a score of 56-30 over Cochrane-Fountain City. And coming up, we have our Bowerville Panther postgame show. That's coming up next. You're listening to Durand Panther Girls Basketball on WRDN.
I'm Brian Winnekins, owner of WRDN Radio in Durand. Well, as a small business owner, of course, I have a lot of different duties, including taking care of all of the station books, and I don't have a lot of time to do that, and I'm not that good at it either, and it led to a lot of late fees due to bills not being paid on time. I decided to have everything organized, and I called Rhonda from Numbers R Us in Durand. Rhonda came in, she organized my books with QuickBooks Pro. She even helps me pay all of the bills. She writes out all the checks. I just take a look at them, approve them, sign them, and she even puts them in the mail too. If you're like me and you just don't have all of that time to do the books, why not give Rhonda a call at Numbers R Us in Durand at 672-8093. That's 672-8093 for a no-obligation consultation. You can also visit Rhonda online at numbersrus.com, where the letter E in the word numbers is a 3. That's numbersrus.com. Take the stress out of all the bookwork. Give Rhonda a call at Numbers R Us in Durand.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bowerbuilt Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bowerbuilt Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bowerbuilt, built on service.
Durand High School, where this afternoon Panthers win 56-30 over Cochrane-Fountain City. Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen joins us. Coach, came out fast, but boy, the defense was pretty strong this afternoon.
Yeah, I thought it was. We've kind of, I think, since the Elk Mound game, kind of switched a light switch on us that we need to play hard all the time. We need to bring that intensity because we're two different teams when we bring it. I've told them the other night, I think they're one of the better defensive teams that I've ever coached. We're long, we're athletic, we can get after you, but that's not something we can turn on and off like a light switch. We definitely need to stay on it all the time and wear teams out. And I thought tonight it definitely showed that they didn't want to play that tempo. CFC didn't want to play that tempo all game long, and I thought we did a nice job.
You mentioned that one of the things they were going to have to do was try to adjust to Durand, and they just did not have an answer.
Absolutely, and that's the biggest thing with the style we play, that we want teams to adjust to us. We wanted to make it so that way when you practice, you can't simulate what we do, the intensity we bring, how hard we make you go. With that, some of our times where we struggle is when we're unable to score, because we need to be able to score to kind of get that tempo going. We got those early buckets tonight. We were able to get that tempo up, and you could see that Cochrane-Fountain City had some tired guards out there tonight, which is exactly what we want to see.
Now, they did at halftime try to change things up, at least defensively, and at least initially it's a little bit difficult to adjust to that. They started really trapping right at half court.
Yeah, they were doing the same thing. They just extended it a little bit farther, and we're trying to be a little more aggressive with it. We just adjusted a little bit, and I thought we did a good job once we got to the ball in the middle, attacking where we wanted to get to on that.
Talking with Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Well, McKenna has 12, Madison Kilbotton has 15. But coming off the bench, Bentley Bauer had 8. She had a pretty good run going there for a while. It seemed like her confidence is building game after game.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best game she's played so far. We're starting to see her be more aggressive, more assertive out there, trying to make some of those what I call dirty plays. She's getting in there, getting those offensive rebounds, getting on the floor, getting some of those loose balls, getting some of those jump balls. She's starting to do some of those things, bringing energy to us. And then she was able to get herself attacked to the rim and be a little strong tonight and finish some of those shots.
But all in all, a very good game. Congratulations. Now a well-deserved couple days off at least, at least a day off tomorrow to kind of rest for next week.
Thank you.
All right, that is Durand head coach Darren Lowenhagen. And coming up on our Bowerbuilt Panther postgame show, we'll try and see if there's are some other scores from around the area on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. And also run down what's happening as well coming up next week with the Durand, Arkansas School District. That's coming up. It's the Durand Panther girls basketball with the Bowerville Panther postgame show here on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Back to Durand High School. No scores yet on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard from some of the earlier games this afternoon. On our JV game, it was Durand winning that one 35-21. Running down scoring here for the Panthers again. Madison Kilbotton had 15. McKenna Hurlbert had 12. Bentley Bauer 8. Leah Sabelko was 7. Madison Sand 6. And Jocelyn Carruthers had 3. Addison Weiss had 2 with the win. Panthers improved to 10-4 overall. Cochrane-Fountain City, Jordan Helverson had 8. Maley Gotzinger had 7. Braylon Helverson had 6. Chance Rollinger had 4 with the loss. The Pirates fall to 8-3 overall. Coming up on next week with the some of the events with the Durand, Arkansas School District. Some of the things happening. Let's run down what's happening next week let's see, that's going to be the 25th. Boys basketball, they'll be hosting Elk Mound. We will be broadcasting that game here on WRDN. Advent Health Panther preview at 7:05, tip-off at 7:15. On the 26th, it's the boys again. They're hosting Colfax on the 26th as well. The girls are at Spring Valley. On the 28th, it's the boys at Mondovi. On the 29th, the girls hosting Boyceville. Wrestling regionals are here in Durand on the 30th. Boys hoops versus Glenwood City also on the 30th. Girls basketball hosting Elmwood Plum City on the 1st. We have boys basketball at Elk Mound on the 1st. On the 2nd, boys are hosting Spring Valley in basketball. On the 4th, girls basketball, they host Colfax. Also on the 4th, the boys, they are at Glenwood City. On the 5th, the boys are at Boyceville. On the 8th, the boys host Elmwood Plum City, and on the 11th, the boys are at Colfax. So those are some of the events coming up with the Durand, Arkansas School District. Well, again, tonight or this afternoon, Durand wins it by a score of 56-30. And we hope you enjoyed the broadcast this afternoon. You've been listening to Durand Panther girls basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM. Translator W297CH Durand. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great weekend.